Hello, and thank you so much for joining us for our Made in Texas interview series. Today, I am joined by the co-directors of the documentary feature film, Faders Up, the John Aielli Experience.
Hello, everyone. This is John Aielli, and I am here to tell you some things.
It kicked off in 2022. This movie came together really fast, but we had both enjoyed the show, loved the show, and we're just talking back and forth like, we should do a short film on this guy. Oh my gosh, he's amazing for Austin, it'd be wonderful. And we started making it, and then we quickly discovered that you can't make a short film about John Aielli, which is definitely the opposite of how we look at other movies, where I feel like every edit I see is like, that's too long, take out 10 minutes. This was, just keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Well, when you're doing a documentary about a radio DJ with over 50 years of experience, I imagine there's a lot of archival footage to go through. Like, what was that process like? And did you guys have a story in mind when you started, or would things kind of present themselves?
Things would present themselves. We had to find the story, and the interviews were so thorough that with everyone we did, and his interview was so thorough that we got before he passed away. So we were able to find the major plot points to his life and the turning points and the act 3, if you will. So we definitely found it in the edit room, but it came together pretty quickly.
Yeah, the first thing we did was interview John. We had this 3-hour-long, sprawling interview, of course. And it really felt like an eclecticus. If anybody ever listened to his show, you know it was like it could go anywhere at any point. And the interview with him felt that way too. And I think from that point forward, I wanted the movie to feel like eclecticos too. And so yeah, going through the archive was sort of like finding the things that fit and what is a good coincidence, or what's a great example of him and his dead air or technical snafu, or who's a cool guest he had on. It was really delightful to go back and revisit that big archive.
Cool. I really feel like John Aielli is like an example of being like a spoke in a wheel of a community, right? And how you can bring weirdness, your unique perspective, and kind of create a unique space for yourself. Do you feel like there's any like big lessons you learned from John on how others can bring that to their community and how we can kind of keep the weird alive?
He was unique, and he was himself the whole time, and that's what drew people to him. And the notion that you should be more true to yourself and not try to be somebody else and pursue your passions and see where they go. That was a big thing.
What brought me to John initially was this community of artists that he would support, and how much he believed in Austin and self-expression and being yourself and trying to engender that in the audience. And I find that to be such a beautiful takeaway, that I think if everybody could kind of like feel comfortable in who they are and in bringing what they love to the community, like we'll all be better for it.
Yeah, he really like put his beliefs into practice, right?
Yes.
By like promoting all of these artists on his, and all the different ways that he could. And I think we're all the better for it.
And there's so many musicians, so many artists who are so grateful to him and the forum and the airtime and the interest he had. It's really contagious.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of switching gears here a little bit, you guys have worked on projects together in the past, but this is your first time co-directing together. Yes. What was that process like for you guys?
It was great, right?
Yeah, it was really easy for us. We've been working together for years.
That's right.
And
we started working together 15 years ago.
Filmmaking is a collaboration, so.
I'm a firm believer that there's always, in making a film especially, there's always plenty of work to go around. And we had a really great crew and team of collaborators at our company. Our producer Shelby Haddon, and our cinematographer Andrew Miller, our editor Field Humphrey, and our motion graphics designer, animator Sarah McCaskill. That was kind of our core unit, and we just kind of like...
An awesome composer, Graham Reynolds.
Graham Reynolds was awesome coming on, and it was always like everything was channeling the spirit of John, and so like whatever people could bring, whatever sort of thing they wanted to chase, I think was fair game, and yeah, it was fun.
Cool. Well, it's an incredible documentary, and we're so glad that you guys made it. How can our viewers see the documentary or stay in touch or follow the story?
We continue our festival play. We just played at the Hill Country Film Festival this last weekend. Looking forward to doing a theatrical run at the Austin Film Society Cinema in October. And then, like I said, it's for our community. So KLRU, Austin PBS will be doing broadcasts down the line too.
There'll eventually be streaming platforms, so all those John Aielli fans everywhere can tap into it. And if you grew up in Austin, you live and work in Dubai, you'll be able to find the movie.
Yeah, and we plan to continue working with KUTX to make sure, they're a part of the film screenings and events and making sure that John Aielli, the spirit of John, lives.
Great. Well, thanks so much for joining us here today. It's really wonderful talking to you guys.
Yeah,
certainly.
John Aielli saying farewell for now.